Namaskaram. In this video, I want to talk about the basics of Kalpana Swaram singing. Before we dig into Kalpana Swarams, Kalpana is basically imagination, right? So it is an impromptu way of singing Swarams without prior predetermined Swara patterns, right? So we try to imagine and sing the Swarams on the fly in a concert. That is what Kalpana Swaram is. But before we go into the Kalpana Swaram space, we should know how to sing Swarams aligned to a specific Thala, right? So we should know, for example, given where we are in a Thala cycle, what Swarams can we sing to end at a particular Swar, right? To explain this more, I'll take an example. A simple ragam like Mohanam and a very simple Thalam like Ekathalam. Ekathalam is basically a 4-beat Thalam. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. It keeps going on and on like that, right? So Mohanam is a 5-swara ragam. Sa ri ga pa dha sa. Now let's say Sa is our target swaram that has to fall on the samam. Okay, so the samam is the first beat of a thalam, right? That's the samam. Let's say Sa should be sung like this. Sa, sa. Okay. Now we are going to start to sing progressively increasing Swara patterns that will end in Sa. Okay, watch me how I do this. Sa, sa, da sa, da sa, pa da sa, pa dha sa, ga pa dha sa, ga pa dha sa. So as you saw, I sang dhasa, padasa, gapadasa. Okay, so depending on the number of swarams, dhasa has 2 swarams in it. Excluding Sa, it is just 1 swaram. So we don't include the target swaram in the count of swarams. It makes our calculations easier. Okay, so Dhasa starts in the middle finger, Padhasa starts in the ring finger, Gapadhasa starts in the little finger. Gapadhasa. Sa is Sama. Dhasa, Padhasa, Gapadhasa. Okay, so that is that. Now I can keep going on and on. Let's go one more avarthanam, right? Ga pa dha sa, re ga pa dha sa, re ga pa dha sa, sa re ga pa dha sa, sa re ga pa dha sa, da sa re ga pa dha sa, da sa re ga pa dha sa, pa da sa re ga pa dha sa, pa da sa re ga pa dha sa. So this time I sang 2 avartanams. Avartanam is an iteration of a thalam. So one avartanam consists of 1, 2, 3, 4. That is one avartanam. So I sang swarams that spanned 2 avartanams. Right? So I kept adding more and more swarams at the end of the cue to make it longer and longer, and the calculations will change depending on that. So as you saw, sa re ga pa da sa is basically a 5 swarams before I hit Sa. Sa re ga pa dha, 5. Right? So where should I begin? To end Sa in Samam, where should I begin? That's the question we need to ask ourselves, right? So in order to end at Sa in Samam, I should begin sa re ga pa da sa in the middle finger. Sa re ga pa da sa, sa re ga pa da sa. Another way to look at this is using shortcut. Shortcut is these dance terminologies we use. Percussionists use this a lot as well. It's like takita, takadhimi, takatakita, takadhimi, takita. So these swaram, these kind of syllables will help us keep track of our rhythm very effectively. For example, in Ekatalam, it's a 4-beat talam, like I said. So if we have to sing 2 avartanams, it becomes totally 8 aksharams. Okay, each avartanam has 4 aksharams, 4 beats. 2 avartanams becomes 8 aksharams. So if I have to sing sa re ga pa da, which is 5, I need to push 3 like with an empty space and then sing the 5 to complete the entire 8 cycle, right? So sa re ga pa da is 5, so I need to push 3. 5 plus 3 becomes 8. So this is one way to calculate forward. Okay. So for example, ta ki ta sa re ga pa da, ta ki ta sa re ga pa da, ta ki ta sa re ga pa da sa, sa re ga pa da sa. So this is the first speed, right? So this is one way to calculate. In the second speed, let's say we want to sing the same sa re ga pa da sa in second speed, right? So in the second speed, the foundational rule is 1 beat has 2 swarams or 2 matras. Okay, takka dhimi, takka dhimi, takka dhimi, takka dhimi. That's the nature of the second speed. Okay. Now, if I have to sing sa re ga pa da, which is 5, okay, where should I begin to end in sa, in samam? Okay, that's the question we need to ask ourselves. So, how many aksharams are there in one avartanam in the second speed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, there is 8 aksharams overall. So, sorry, 8 matras overall. If we have to sing a 5-note swaram, I have to push 3 again. Takita sa re ga pa da sa, takita sa re ga pa da sa, takita sa re ga pa da, takita sa re ga pa da, takita sa re ga pa da sa. Excuse me. So that's the second speed. Okay, so if I give takita and then sing sa re ga pa da sa in the second speed, it will hit the samam at sa. Okay. Likewise, the third speed, we have takka dhimi, takka dhimi, takka dhimi, takka dhimi. That comes to 16. Totally 16 matras in the third speed for ekatalam, right? Now, if I have to sing sa re ga pa da, which is 5, I have to push how many? It's 16 minus 5, which is 11. Right? So I have to push 11. Takka dhimi, takita sa re ga pa da ta, sa re ga pa da sa, sa re ga pa da sa, sa re ga pa da takka dhimi, takita, sa re ga pa da takka dhimi, takita, sa re ga pa da takka dhimi, takita, sa re ga pa da sa. So takadimi is 4, takadimi is another 4, takita is 3, totally it comes to 11. So if we want to push certain number of empty spaces before we start a swaram, we can use this shortcuts as a sort of a training wheel for us to lean on. once we are comfortable without it, we can get rid of the training wheels and sing the Swaram straight. So to summarize, let me demonstrate by singing in all three speeds for Sarigapada. Okay? Ta ki ta sa ri ga pa da sa sa ri ga pa da sa ri ga pa da sa. Hope you liked it. Namaskaram.